guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest joining me. This is my daughter Melania.
Hi.
And today is Faith It Till You Make It Friday. And so every Friday I plan to post a video to encourage you and talk about how I am really making God the focus of my life and what it's doing for my life in the process, and what kind of fruit it's basically bearing for me and for my family. But today I thought I would talk about the most important thing that you should start doing today in order to change your life. And that is practicing gratitude. Now, I know that's not like groundbreaking nowadays. Everybody talks about it. It's pretty much a catchphrase. But there's one piece of the puzzle that people kind of forget, and this is very important. So every morning, Melania and I, before we even get out of bed, we did it this morning, right? Mm-hmm. We tell God what we're thankful for. We do, right? Mommy does every morning. Me a little bit more than you. You get a little shy with God, huh? Yeah. But yeah. So
if you don't know what who God is, He's like the nicest spirit in the whole world.
That's right. And He's our Father, right? He created us. So I'll get up in the morning and I'll kind of remind Mila that we need to thank God for what we already have. So I'll say things like, if He blessed me, which He always does, but if I got a pretty big blessing recently, or just regular things, like I thank Him for the food that I'm able to provide for my family. I thank Him for the roof over my head, all the basic stuff, but stuff that I'm truly grateful for. And it's important that when you're doing this, you create this.
And if you don't know who I am, I'm the girl that posted that I didn't post the video. I made a video myself, and she didn't know.
Yeah.
So that was the video I made. I made 2 videos, so.
Yeah, well, they haven't seen that yet, so.
And also I'm 5.
Yes, Melania is 5. Okay, so basically what I do is I create that feeling, like, so if you ever think about like that feeling when you're looking at your newborn baby or your child or your family or your significant other, and that feeling that gets in your chest, it like opens up. So I recreate that feeling when I am saying how thankful I am. But then here is where the faith it till you make it comes in. We each pick out something that we are thankful for God doing in our lives that He hasn't done yet, but we have the faith that He will provide it for us as long as it's within His will. Right?
Let's get started.
So, like, for instance, I've had some issues with vertigo, and I just have crazy faith. I don't know if you guys watch Michael Todd, but he's got this crazy faith series that he's doing now, and it's so encouraging to me. So I have some things written up on my wall, and I have crazy faith that God is healing my vestibular system, and that I will no longer be suffering with vertigo. I'm so thankful that God is healing me. And I could tell you, as soon as I started writing that down and started thinking,
back.
Oh, you're gonna go somewhere? Okay, she's gonna go somewhere.
I'm gonna check if it's still recording.
Oh, okay. It is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So yeah, just having that crazy faith that God can move mountains. Now let me share an example of how this kind of works. Ever since whenever I practice this, I notice that my blessings get just crazy big, exponentially, like just tenfold.
Whenever you're done, I'll talk about my life.
Okay. I'm talking about God and our life too. But yeah, so for example, God doubles your portion when you are really being obedient, when you are being faithful and really grateful. God really will double your portion. For example, I've gotten double of things recently. I'm redoing my whole room. My bed was on the floor, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it, but I knew I wanted something completely different than what I had, as far as room design goes. And so I bought one side table that was mid-century modern, and it was a little expensive, like not terrible, but a little more expensive. So I only bought one, and I'm like, well, if I need to balance, I'll just like do like a bigger plant, or maybe I'll buy another one if I like it. And it was a little bit different than any design style that I've ever done. It has, that's besides the point. I tend to ramble. But yeah, so this side table, me and my stepdad, he was kind enough to take time out of his day to help me build it, and it took like 2 hours. And at the end of it, we realized that there was a chip in it, and we're like, oh my gosh. So I called up the company and I said, hey, I put this thing together finally, and there's a chip on it. And they're like, okay, no problem, we'll send you out the top. And I'm like, okay, great, that's awesome. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting for this top to come in so that we could, redo the whole building process, or just, the top part. And one day I got a huge package, and I was like, what is this? And it was really heavy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they sent me an entirely new side table. So I could have the two that I had originally wanted, that I didn't know if I was going to do that, but God said, I'm doubling your portion. You had faith that somebody was going to take care of you. We're not going to just give you a top. God said, I'm going to give you the whole other, piece of furniture. And so it's operating in this gratitude where you get unexpected blessings. You get, your portion doubled. So imagine expecting that you're only going to get, a little plate of food at an event, and they said, nah, you know what? We're going to give you, a salad, and we're giving you a dessert too. And you're like, oh, great. That's how it is operating in faith and gratitude with God. And I just hope that everybody gets to experience that. I feel so blessed by it. It has changed my life to just do this practice. So please, please try to do this at least once. Or just try. It will.
But if you like it, you would do it every day.
Yes. You could do it every day, and I think that you should, and I think that you will if you start doing the practice. So just do it, for a week. Commit for a week to doing this practice. So wake up before you even, don't check social media, don't look at, anything else, don't think about what you got to do that day. Get up, lay in your bed.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
Okay, we'll get you something to eat in a minute. So
every 5 seconds.
We get up in the morning. Your kid or whoever's in the bed with you, say, we're gonna take 5 minutes out before we start our day, and we're gonna operate in gratitude. We are gonna operate in crazy faith, and we're gonna thank God for all that we have and all that we don't yet have, but we know that God is going to provide. So I hope that blesses you today. I know it will, as long as you have the crazy faith to do that.
Mommy.
What did you have to say?
I want to say something about my life.
Something about your life? What do you want to say?
So, it's my turn now. So I have a pretty bad life.
You do?
Because my Nana does not like messes. So
well, how about this, Mimi? Why don't you thank God for providing a way for us to get a housekeeper.
House.
No, a housekeeper. A housekeeper to come in and help Nana and I out with cleaning. How about that?
Yeah.
Do you have crazy faith?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have crazy faith. So I thank you, God, for helping us make a way to keep the house cleaner for Nana so that she could be happy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.